Ladies and gentlemen, I have just been scammed by a professional on a dating site with women from the Philippines, and I took it hard. And I'm going to explain to you how much money I was scammed for and how it happened. I have been on a dating site on and off for a few years, knowing that I'm moving to the Philippines. That there is no question about. However, I thought, being that there are so many islands and so many things to do, I would familiarize myself with the places on the islands, and the easiest thing to do is to go on to a dating site and meet people from the different islands. In this case, I went to a dating site called Christian Filipina, who has the most courteous and helpful staff of any place I ever did business with. So this is no reflection on Christian Filipina, but the girl who scammed me took a large sum of money, and I'm very upset about that. So just because it says Christian doesn't mean it has morals. Is that right, Jesus? That's right, Michael Fazio. Just because it says a Christian does not mean it has anything to do with the moral turpitude. Thank you, Jesus. I'll put you down. Put me down, Michael Fazio. What I have been scammed for is, I get so upset. Okay, I talk to the woman every day for 1 hour. And after 1 hour, 2 hours, sometimes a day, I got familiarized myself. I thought the woman was good. So when 22 days had expired, except for the small gift I gave her on her birthday because I can, and I wanted to, which has nothing to do with the scam, she set me up. After 22 days, we figured out that she had spent approximately $30 on internet coin-operated machines with the video chat. So I said I would reimburse her for the money, and here it is, folks. Not only did I give her the $30, but I gave her an additional 4 days pay, which was $20, because in the Philippines they only make $4 or $5 a day. 4 days pay, which is nothing to me. And as soon as I put the money in Western Union and she heard it was in Western Union, she took off like a bat out of hell for $20, which means I got scammed for $20. Because if you went out on a date with a woman and you were going to take a woman out on a decent date, it would cost you $100 for dinner. So basically she got me for 20 bucks, which I'm going to tell you something. $20 is the cost of this piece of cheese. Well, this piece of cheese is about $25. But if we take this piece of cheese, this piece is about $13 or $12. Okay? But we have another piece of cheese which is $14. So she got this piece of cheese and a little bit more off the end. Or I'm trying to look for a piece of $20 piece of cheese. This piece of cheese is $8. So she got 2.5 of these, or she got 2.5 of these. Either way, she got me for my cheese money. There will be no cheese next week. That upsets me no end. So here are the pluses of dating a Filipino woman. It's like being on Fantasy Island. You get all these exotic pictures of exotic places. But it's the Fantasy Island of the 21st century. And if you know what you're doing, and I'm only kidding about the money, because I could care less about $20, believe me. But the thing is, you have to be careful, because for $20 to them, they will talk to you for 3 weeks, every day for 1 hour. That was their profit for 3 weeks. Maybe they do that 10 times a day. Who knows? I'm going to try a different dating site called Cherry Blossoms. We'll let you know what happens in a few days. But remember, if you place any value at all on your cheese, like I do, I really like my cheese, you have to be careful, because these girls will steal your cheese. Now, I'm moving to the Philippines, and I'm going to find a nice Filipina lady on the internet or in real life. It makes no difference. I don't have much to do with my evenings anyway, because I don't watch television. So be careful out there, especially when they hide under the guise of a good Christian type of a woman. They're Catholic, they're Christian, they want you to go to church, and for $20 they disappear like cheese in the night. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is Michael Fazio from Key Largo saying, I want to wish everybody the best Christmas possible. And I want to tell you, be careful. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter how well you think you know them on the internet. If they tell you that they love you, disappear. Never put up with that, because they're scamming you. Nobody could ever love you. Few girls tell me they love me after 2 or 3 days. First of all, you can't love me so easy. And you certainly can't love me over the internet. So that's one sign to watch out for. The second sign is they lost their computer, they lost their camera, it's in a pawn shop, they don't have money for breakfast because they chatted with you. There's so many different things. Don't believe a word they say. If you are in the internet and you're watching them put money in the machine, then it's costing them money. If you want to reimburse them for their chat money, it's called chat money, that's fine. However, never give them money for their laptop that they pawned or their camera that they pawned, which I didn't. They got me for my cheese. Oh, jeez. Jeez, they got me for my cheese. Put me down, Michael Fazio. I'll put you down, Jesus. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless everyone for Christmas 2012. And be careful out there, folks. They got it down to a science, and we have to learn each and every day about their tricks. Ladies and gentlemen, I got a day to everybody. That's right.